Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn the third part in crop protection and management. See, back to formula, only fun learning. So I think let's move on to this chapter. In the last part we have seen about these type of images and lots, right? In this chapter, in this part, we are going to learn about protecting. What is protecting? So first we need to know what is protecting. What is protection? As we protect ourselves from mosquitoes, bad germs, right? Like that, some plants need, every plants need protection, but there will be diseases. But here one interesting thing is that you could see one plant that is weeds. They could see it, say that there is many weeds, I need to remove these weeds. What are weeds? The plants, like plants, undesirable plants which grow near these type of crops and which takes more nutrients and everything, like water, sunlight, and competes with the crop to get nutrients and many more. So if there is these type of weeds are living with these plants, the crops will not grow well and it won't get efficient nutrients. And what about weeding? Weeding is the process of removing weeds. As usual, everything has a solution, right? Like that, these protecting weeds is called weeding. Weedicides, you could hear of these words: weedicide, pesticides, right? Sides means mostly killing, so killing weeds is called weedicides. Weedicide is a chemical pesticide. So, like pesticide, what is pesticides? To kill mosquitoes, like the bad germs, right? That is what weedicide does. But weedicide, what does it do is just kills only the weeds. But the another way is that the better way is to use manual instrument, which is a kurpi. What is kurpi, right? Why we need kurpi? We have chemicals, then why no? As sometimes this chemical will not be good for we humans. If you see that your in your area, your mosquito one will be coming with the mosquitoes pesticides, in which he wears a large coat, mask and everything, right? Because it will affect we humans. And if we use manual instrument kurpi, it will be useful for us to remove these weeds. Why we need to remove weeds are because not only for protecting these plants and making the crops to grow well, but the another thing is that sometimes it could be poisonous for the animals which feed on these type of weeds, and sometimes it could be even poisonous for we humans. So now I think let's move on to the next topic, which is harvesting. As everything has an ending point, right? We are about to end this chapter. So cutting off crop after becoming mature. Yes, we will see that, right? For example, you could take up of a flowering plant, rose plant. This rose plant, what does it does is it will be having a bud. Then what happens? It will be blooming. Then you will pluck it so that you could have it in your head. Like that, cutting the crops after becoming mature is called harvesting, so that you can feed on others, feed on these type of crops. So this is done by manually and even using a machine called combiner. I have given this image here, you could view it, right? You can see something just giving and it is putting in a barrel, right? This combiner, what does it do is it harvests and then it threshes and winnow. It does the process of winnowing. What does threshing and winnowing mean? I think you have learnt in class 7 before itself. So as I said, threshing is the word which is loosening of chaff. What is chaff? The undesirable plant. If you see that closely, you could find something in the top of it and something has fell down. What are they? They are the non-edible parts in a wheat which are loosened in threshing. And the next And the next we are going to do is winnowing. What is winnowing? Winnowing is we have loosened the chaff, but how will we remove it? Using the process winnowing. In this process, the chaff will be removed from wheat by blowing air, right? You could see that the woman is blowing the air, and what happens? The down, right? These are the chaffs which fell down. So the other parts, the chaff is non-edible, but this chaff is edible for animals like cattle, such as cows, goat, like that. So now the next process, we have done all these process and we got a good wheat or even a rice. So now what you will do? There will be tons and tons of wheat. What you will do it? We will store it, right? How we will store? We need to store in large barrels like silos and granaries. What are silos and granaries? The places where these type of wheat crops are stored are called granaries and silos. After this, it goes to factories where they will pack it and then they will give it to markets, and from markets we will buy it to home and we will cook it. And before storing, we have something, right? We will be confused. What if pests and microorganisms make it bad and non-terrible, right? So for preventing that, we use dry neem leaves. Then we dry these wheat or crops in sun, so that any pests or any other rat and mice and microorganisms will not make it non-edible. And in this chapter, you could see one more small box in your class book. In that, you could see the topic animal husbandry. What is animal husbandry? Is that we get food from animals, right? Such as milk, egg, right? For these purposes, if you grow animals, this is called animal husbandry. So in animal husbandry, will you drink milk from the cattle's grazing plastics? Never. But you will just get milk and drink these milk from cows which eat grass and which is healthy, right? That is what animal husbandry does. This makes sure that these animals are safe and secure, and just prevents it from diseases and take care of it and produces the products from these animals. This is what animal husbandry is. So now we have completed this chapter, and thank you for watching this video. Then just I think you had cleared all your doubts, and now this chapter is in your fingertip. And like this video and share this video to your friends so that they could also be clear with all these doubts, and subscribe this channel for more surprises. Thank you, friends. Bye.